So we were gonna go home early, but didn't happen. We just decided to stay. It's like almost 8:30, whatever. But this is where we got to. So as you can see, this bar's added to the strut towel. So you don't see it on the Gen Scoop, but that's where the top of the struts. So we're just adding a little bit of support. Added one more bar here. Since we don't have right size bar, we have to actually chop it in half and just cleaned it up. I just chopped another one, and Jake is just working on that to clean up. So there's going to be a jack point coming up here, and it was a little bit shorter than I anticipated. So basically what we're looking, so again, we don't have the pipe bender, tube bender, whatever you want to call. It's about the universal cage to chop this angle, as you can see right there, and chop this one. I should have chopped it a little bit longer, but yeah, I didn't want to use that one because that's going to be for the front. And Jake is just trimming stuff off, and I'm trying to see if I wanted to add another support here. Alright, so we're gonna stop here. I gotta go home. I'm not feeling the best either, but yeah, this is what it looks like. It'll be able to jack up the car, no problem with that, and it's just gonna be covered on the bumper. I'm gonna have a toe coming out from here, out the bumper. Only thing I'm kind of thinking right now is I'll have two more supports from the bottom on each side and connect these over here. But yeah, I'm still like, I don't want to add too much weight either, but I want something to connect from here to there. Hence why I made a bar there. Hence why I welded that bar right there. So yeah, I don't know what to do here. Yeah, if you guys have any thoughts, let me know. I don't have, like, this is actually perfect setup for like fuel cell or like even rear radiator or something, but that's just too much for me right now. I want to just keep this thing as stock as possible, so that'll do the job for at least this season, and we'll think about it next year. We're gonna think about it like next year or something. Intentionally angle the jack point. So what happens is when you put the jack up here, as you're jacking it up, the jack goes inward, and usually it could just fall off the jack. So if you angle it up, the jack kind of stays and grabs it. So that's why we kind of angled it a little bit. But yeah, I mean, it's not bad with just like chopping some pipes here and there and tacked it. So I'm gonna have fun welding it all together. But yes, somehow the MIG welder was acting up, so I gotta figure out what's going on. All right, guys, so it is the next day. I've got some stuff to do this morning. Got some can tune done as well, but yeah, I just figured out the issues with the welder was kind of acting up. But anyway, I just spent maybe like half hour, an hour, just to add this piece right here. See how like it's like all dirty, ugly ass weld. It was this morning, but I figured out the issue. So my game plan is to add another bar on each side, and then I'm adding this bar here, which is just tacked. Once again, don't bother looking at those bolts. And then I'll add one more from here. I might have a little bar just sticking out, and then just simply just add one more here. Again, I don't want to like add too much up here, and everything will just clear, and the bumper will be positioned and mounted one of the brackets I'll make. And also I was doing this so that I could utilize the factory truck latch. I was also mocking up the front. Just keep it in mind, I just made it really natural. I didn't clean up anything yet. So this is all taped up, and one screwdriver actually holding the bottom of the bar, but this side is actually mocked up, and that's where it's going to be. Keep it in mind, I actually cut this part here, and I'll be adding another plate about this much out for the bash bar. So I wanted to actually put it in. Initially I planned it to get to the center here, but it looked kind of ugly. It goes too short, and I have to make another radiator support that's coming out from here to there, or even I might make it to just make it detachable, where I could just take it off from here, boom, connects to the headlights. Because if you actually weld everything together, when you actually have to pull the engine out or whatever, it's just gotta be tough because it's gotta be on the way. So just to make the life easier, I'm gonna make it detachable, but this bar could stay in here. So another smaller, small diameter bar, and I actually just bought a little cheap bender, 2 benders. So I'm gonna use that to just make it. And also I have more plans for the back. And if you just look at it here, you know what's coming. It's just really empty, and I want to just fill up something. And those who know like fabrication and seen a lot of race cars know what I'm talking about. So I ordered all the stuff that I need. So it is Friday. Yesterday, Jake and I, like mainly Jake, did some wet sanding on this one just to get ready for polishing. So we're gonna polish the whole car once we paint the front and the top. So just some wet sanding, and went home a little early because my whole family is sick. So I gotta go take care of my kids and wife. But you can see the little bit of color difference, but that's due to the base metal. You know, this is metal and this is urethane bumper, and also it's just a fresh paint, and these clear coats actually kind of turns color. And yeah, this thing showed up. So this is what I wanted to show you. This is like $90 something on eBay. So it's just a hydraulic like a pipe bender. This is like cheap, and it could only do so much, but this is like a game changer to me because we couldn't bend anything. So if you play with it, I see that I bent this thing, but it gets crimpled like that. That's the problem, only problem. But there are some ways to do it. You gotta kind of modify the machine right there, or you can actually like fill up with sand, so there's nothing actually getting crimpled. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. This is just a test piece right there. But now I could kind of play with any like angles now, whereas I had to like chop it, angle it out, and yeah, this is again the MIG welder was acting up. So yeah, it's better than this looking here. So it is like 8:30 right now. So my goal is to actually clean up this mess right here and just like relocate everything, because as I was separating, I just ran out of room. And this engine, the more I look at it, I can't really use this one, and I don't feel like, you know, taking it to the machine shop, because everywhere has a head gasket leak. So most likely the block or the head is warped, and we can't do that. So I was still in the process of just kind of reorganizing the room, but I made more room, or more mess, just to slowly work on the engine here, because I'll be actually going through about 3 to 4 engines soon. Basically I'm just cheaping out on my build, and I'm gonna have a spare, and so I'm gonna end up building 2. But the first one is gonna be using the forged piston and the rods. But this is what it looks like. I just got the tool. So what it is this 12 point shallow one. We were just missing it, but I only need it for the ARP head studs. And yeah, I couldn't get in here unless I had this, so I was just waiting on that. Head looks good, but I'm not gonna use it because it's probably warped. And as you can see, those are exhaust valves. So one on the top, but then see the number 4 is all like soaked wet. So it was definitely burning oil or coolant, as the owner already told me. So he had issues with number 4. It looks like just head gasket in general. So hence why he put like some gunks and all that stuff to get some better seals, but I mean, it probably didn't last that way too long. So that's the number 4. The pistons look pretty bad, but it doesn't, just gunks. It doesn't have any signs of detonation and all that stuff, so that's good. I should be able to reuse it, but I'm just gonna double check the rings, because that's also the possibility as well. But definitely head gasket issue too.